Our camp theme this year is Ground Zero, and it came from a collective perception that one need that we need to address in the One community is that of foundations. Ground Zero can mean many things, traditionally the site of an explosion or the starting point of an activity. But we want to present this issue as a kind of a starting point, a return to the faith that salvation is our ground zero. We want to make it known that we do go astray, that at some point in our lives, we all need to be restored to this joy of salvation. We don't want to pretend that we are okay all the time, and we don't want to pretend that we don't have struggles. We want to remind the youth that being lost and wandering from the faith is something that is very real, something very pertinent. We also want to remind the youth that service and ministry begin first with our salvation. But most importantly, we want to tell the youth that despite being lost, despite being astray, that there's always a way back to Christ. Our camp speaker this year is Pastor Benjamin Fong, and I'll leave him to introduce himself.
Hello CCMC, my name is Benjamin. I'm a pastor in Wesley Methodist Church and I oversee the Wesley Youth Ministry. We call it Wesley YM. We don't have a cool name like the OC at this point, but we're working on it. I'm also currently a chaplain in ACSI, so some of you who are in ACS may probably have seen me around before. I'm going to be your camp speaker, really excited that's what's going to happen. But I want to tell you a bit more about myself. I started off, before I became a pastor, I served for 4 years in Toa Payoh Methodist Church as a youth worker. But my baby steps, my ground zero from ministry was actually serving in the youth worship team, and I served as a drummer and as a bassist. I'm really excited by the camp theme of Ground Zero because it's a great way to end the year and to think about what's going to happen in the year ahead. Ground Zero talks about how everything we do and how we live our lives really stems from this one point that determines everything. Basic physics will tell us that even just small, minute corrections in our course can result in a big deviation down the road where we're headed. And so it's so important for us as the year ends to think about what truly is our ground zero and how that influences how we're going to live our lives in the year ahead. I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to joining you at the camp because over these 4 days we're going to be encountering God and allowing Him to prune the things in our lives that hinder us from drawing close to Him, while at the same time allowing Him to empower us for the year ahead, for empowering us to live the lives that He's calling us to live. I think it's really hard to go wrong when all of us as the people of God gather for 4 days to seek Him, to dive deep into His Word, in close fellowship with one another, and to see what He's going to be doing in our lives.